friends, we're going to review time before our test tomorrow. So let's remember that our minute hand is long and our hour hand is short. So I'm going to write hour in red to remember that our hour hand is short. And I'm going to write minute in blue to remember our minute hand is long, just so we remember. All right, we're going to look at the analog clocks and we're going to decide what time it is. Let's look at our minute hand first, the long hand. Where is the long hand pointing? At the 12. When it's pointing at the 12, we know that our minutes start over or go back to 0, and we say o'clock. All right, let's look at our hour hand. Where is our hour hand pointing? At the 8. So it is 8 o'clock. All right, let's look at the next one. Our minute hand is halfway around our clock. So it's moved from the 12 and gone all the way around to the 6. So we know when it's pointing at the 6, our minutes are 30. Half an hour. And our minute or our hour hand is pointing in between the 6 and the 7. So it is half past 6. So it is 6:30. Remember that our minutes show like half of our clock, like we talked about with our fractions. And there's 60 minutes, so half of 60 is 30. All right, let's look at the next one. Let's do our minute hand first. He is also pointing to the 6. When our minute hand is pointing down at the 6, our minutes are going to be 30 because it's half of our hour. And our hour hand, the short hand, is pointing between the 4 and the 5. Not the 4 and the 5, the 5 and the 6. So what number did he just pass? The 5. So our time is 5:30. All right, last one on the top. Our minute hand is pointing up to the 12. When it's pointing straight up at the 12, we know our minutes start over and go back to 0. So o'clock. And where is our hour hand pointing? Good, at the 2. So our time reads 2 o'clock. Now we're going to do it the opposite way. Now we're going to draw the hands that match the digital clock. I'm going to do my minute hand first because it's easier. So our time says 12:30. We know when our minutes say 30, our minute hand is going to point down at the 6. And our hour is 12. He's going to be half past 12. So he's going to go in between the 12 and the 1. Just like that. All right, the next one is 7 o'clock. We know when it's o'clock, our minutes start over. So he's going to be straight up on the 12. All right, let's look at our hour. What is our hour? Good, 7. So our minute or our hour hand points at the 7. So it's 7 o'clock. All right, the next one says 9:30. My minutes are 30. We know that that's halfway around our clock. So our minute hand's going to point at our 6. Now, 9 is my hour, but am I going to point at the 9? No, I'm going to point him in between the 9 and the 10 because he's going to be halfway because half the hour is over. All right, our last one is 8 o'clock. I know my minute hand is going to point straight up at the 12 because my minutes start over and they say o'clock. And when our minutes are o'clock, my hour hand points at the number that the hour is. So it's 8 o'clock. So my hour hand will point at the 8. All right, let's look at these. How long does it take to kick a ball? 1 second where you say 1 Mississippi and you're done. 1 minute where you count to 60. Or 1 hour where you count to 60 times. Yeah, I would say a second. It's pretty fast to kick a ball. All right, and when do you wake up for school? AM or PM? AM is before lunch. PM is after lunch. Good, we wake up in a.m. in the morning. All right, we're going to flip our page over and do some subtraction. We're going to do these together. And they're Valentine's themed. All right, let's look at the first one. Sarah has 9 candy hearts. I'm going to underline the number 9 so I remember. She ate 4 of them. So 4 she's eaten. Does she still have those? No. So how many candy hearts does she have left? So she had 9, so I'm going to draw 9 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And she ate 4 of them, so I'm going to mark them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's what we have left. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my answer is 5, and I can also say 9 take away 4 equals 5. All right, let's look at number 2. Tim had 10 candy hearts. He gave 5 of the hearts to Anne. How many candy hearts does Tim have left? So we know he started with 10, so I'm going to draw 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if he gave 5 of them away, they're gone. He doesn't have them anymore, so I'm going to mark them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's what he has left. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 as our answer again, but our number sentence is different this time. 10 take away 5 equals 5. All right, let's look at number 3. Rachel had 16 candy hearts. She gave 7 candy hearts to John, and she ate 4. How many candy hearts does Rachel have left? So we know she had 16 in all. So I'm going to draw 16 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to have to take away 2 different numbers. So let's take the 7 that she gave to John first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm not done because she also ate 4 more. So I'm going to mark those out too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count how many she has left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer is 5, but this time we said 16 minus 7 minus 4 equals 5. All right. Paul had 20 candy hearts. He ate 4 candy hearts and gave 3 candy hearts to Sally. How many candy hearts does Paul have left? This time, I'm going to add 4 and 3 because that'll tell me how many in all I need to take away. So what's 4 and 3? I have 4 and 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have 20 take away 7 equals something. So now let's draw our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now I know I need to take away 7 in all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 20 minus 7 equals 13. All right, we're going to do this one the same way. Kate started off with 18 candy hearts. She ate 3 pink candy hearts and gave Ben 8 candy hearts. How many candy hearts does she have left? Well, I know we have 18 in all, and I'm going to take away the 3 she ate and the 8 she gave Ben. So I'm going to add 8 and 3. So let's do 8 in our head and count 3 more. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So 18 take away 11 equals something. So let's draw our 18 circles to be our 18 candy hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And how many am I taking away? 11. Good. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now let's count the hearts that are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 11 take away 18 take away 11 equals 7. So 7 is my answer. All right, last one. Sophia was given 17 candy hearts. She gave 7 to her sister and she ate 10. How many did she have left? Well, we know we have 17 in all, and let's add the 7 she gave to her sister and the 10 she ate. So let's hold 10 in our head and count 7 more. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, what is 10 plus 7? 17. So 17, take away the 17 that she gave away and ate is how many? 0. So how many does she have left? 0. We could double check with our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then we'll take away the 17 that she gave away and ate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We marked all of them out, so she has 0 left. All right? If you want to do some extra practice, you can work on this page, drawing the hands that match the time. The very bottom of your page is cut off. Don't worry about doing those. So those you do not have to do. If you want to, you can do the ones around the sides, and then you can color your picture for some extra practice. When you're done with that, you can get on Splash Learn and do some more time practice games on there.